Today I'm going to show you how to take an object in Blender. We're going to copy and paste it so you have multiples, and then we're going to do a simple animation. So right here I have a UFO. It's just a sphere with a cylinder. The cylinder's been smashed down flat, and then I put the sphere in the middle. Down here we have a timeline with all of our keyframes. This right here, this is keyframe. If you look at it, keyframe is going to be like a yellow diamond. Okay, and I'll be putting those in. I'm going to delete this one. Okay, so before we start, I'm going to get more than one flying saucer. So this is really easy. You click on the flying saucer, you copy it, Control C, and then I'm going to grab this original flying saucer, click on it, hit G, move it over, and then I'm going to hit Control V to paste. And there's my second flying saucer. I'm going to take this, I'm going to grab it, move it, Control V. I have a third flying saucer. Click on it, hit G to move it, Control V to paste. Now I have fourth flying saucer. Now I have four flying saucers. Okay. I want all of them to start right here. So I'm going to highlight all of them at the same time. Or you could click on one, hold down Shift, click on the second one, third one, fourth one. This way you can exclude ones. If I don't want to include this one, I just hold down Shift and I click on it. And now it's going to be excluded. Should. Okay, I'm going to highlight all of them. And then I'm going to press I. And you'll see when I pressed I down here, you'll see I put in a yellow diamond right there underneath the number 1. That means they are all going to start right there. Okay, now I'm going to move my timeline forward. This is about 24 frames per second. So I'm only going forward 1 second. And in that first second, you can do whatever you want. They're flying saucers. I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to move it along the x-axis. So I hit G for grab, then X, and now it's only going to move along the x-axis. I'm going to move it up here, click. This one, I'm going to hit G, Y, move it along the y-axis. I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to do both X. So click on it, G, then X. And then I'm going to hit G again and Y. And then this one, I'm going to hit G, Y. And then I'm going to highlight all of them. And I'm going to press I. And you'll see now down here, there is a second yellow diamond. That's the second keyframe. So what I told it to do now is at the 20th frame, I want all the UFOs to be here. I already told it where I wanted all the UFOs to be on the first frame. So now it's going to fill in all the animations or all the frames in between that first frame and the 20th frame. It's going to do it for me. So if I take this slider and I go back to 1, then I move slowly forward, you can see the pathway that the UFOs are going to take. I can go over here and I can hit play forward. I can hit play backwards. And then if I wanted to, I could tell it to end right here at the 20th frame on the bottom right. So now it's just going to do those 20 frames over and over and over. It's going to loop. Okay, so that's just the first step. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to change this back to 250. So it's going all the way to the end of this timeline. And I know what it's doing the first frame, and then it's going to go here on the 20th frame. And now I need to tell it what to do between the 20th and the 40th frame. And you don't have to do this every 20. You don't have to do it every 10. You could go all the way up to the 140th frame. and tell it where to go at the 140th frame, and it would fill in all the frames in between. So I'm going to go 10 or 0, 20, 40. And on the 40th frame, I have to go grab each one again, G. And you don't have to go Y and X. You could just grab one like this. I'm going to hit G, and then you can move it with your mouse. But when you move it with your mouse, there's no guarantee that it's going to stay on the same plane. Like, it looks like I moved it all along the same plane, but if I rotate using my scrolling wheel on my mouse, I can see that last one I moved way below. It's a lot harder to control. Okay, I'm going to grab this one, move it, grab this one, move that. Once again, to grab, you just hit G, then move it either X, Y, or Z axis, or you can just grab it with your mouse and move it. Now that I have them all in a different spot, I can highlight them all again. Right here, this is this orange triangle thing. This is the camera. I don't want to include the camera, so I'm going to try that again. And this right here is the light source. I don't want to include the light source in the framing. So I'm going to click on this UFO, hold down shift, click on this one, this one, this one, while holding down shift. Then I'm going to press I. I'm going to move this over to the 60th frame. I'm going to grab them all again. Click on this one. And this time, I'm going to bring it back to the middle. So I'm going to hit my Z to bring it up. I'm going to hit my X, GX to move it over to the green line. Then G and Y to move it back. I'm still below it. So I'm going to hit G, Z, bring it up. Now I'm above it. Anyway, close enough. Going to grab this one, bring it back. Grab this one, bring it back. I can put them all on top of each other. What looks like on top of each other. And because they're all on different planes, they're actually not on top of each other. If I change the angle, you can see they're all in different places. But if I play it from this angle, let's go ahead and keyframe that. So I'm going to highlight them all, hit I, and then we're going to play it. I'm going to end this at 60. I'm going to bring it back to 0. And so this is what my animation looks like when I play it. And that's it. That's how you animate more than one object. If we wanted to see it better, we can add a plane underneath it. Just go up here, add mesh plane. We can hit S for scale and make that a lot bigger. And then we can move that plane down. Same way, G for grab, then Z to move it down along that Z axis. And then if we look at it from above, it's going to look at, we're going to have a different view. Now when we play it back, we can see all of them a lot better. Anyway, that's how you copy and paste one object so you have multiples. And that is how you animate more than one object. Okay, on your own, I want you to do something similar. And good luck.